Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sedona Soul Sisters Show. I'm Christel Arcucci. Today's episode is very exciting because Terri-Ann Russell is rejoining Sedona Soul Sisters after some time away. She is the creator of the Violet Flame DNA activation, which is exactly what this episode is. We recorded her doing a DNA activation session for me. I'm showing only the beginning part of it because it's really deep work and these are one-on-one sessions. It was so beautiful and gentle, deep work. If we weren't recording the session, I would have been lying down. You will see me moving a little bit during the session, and that's partly my way of helping the energy to move. I found it incredibly gentle, yet really profound and deep. Terri-Ann holds such a beautiful healing space. The work that she does is really profound and gentle. And one of the great things about this work is that I didn't need to be talking about what I'm struggling with or what the problems are, which can reinforce the patterns that we're wanting to shift out of. The benefits of the session are DNA activation and recoding, which turns on the lights to who you can become. It may include light language, written or spoken, to activate and update your internal coding and finding your path of self-discovery. It replaces outdated DNA with new crystalline encoded DNA. It connects you to your gifts, clairs, and higher self. It is the Violet Flame healing and recoding method created by Terri-Ann Russell, helps to annihilate fear, and it influences your gene expression with recoding. The Violet Flame 4.0 healing removes seals, implants, oaths, vows, and brings in crystalline energy. It takes you on a healing journey of clearing out the outdated DNA, activating the DNA that has been dormant, and I found it incredibly beautiful and lovely, and I look forward to hearing about your experience. I show us coming out of this space and us having a little cosmic chat at the end. If you have any questions about a Violet Flame DNA activation session, post them in the comments. You can call the center or DM me on Instagram at the Sedona Soul Sisters. Let's get into it.
I'm Terri-Ann. I'm so excited to be back and be part of the Sedona Soul Sisters again. Today we're talking a little bit about the Violet Flame. So the Violet Flame came to me when I had just moved to Sedona and things were open up for me cosmically. It came to me very organically. I was in meditation one day and Saint Germain came in. Saint Germain has the violet flame, and the burning purple flame burns away anything that's holding you back, old outdated beliefs, fears, doubts, shame, guilt. It can help remove old distortions, any old emotions you have that if you stored in your body. When we do this work is to remove it cellularly through the DNA. And so working with the violet flame has been transformational for me and my clients. It helps you to progress spiritually if you're interested in opening your gifts, but you feel like you have some blocks there. It can really help you to release them. The violet flame is peaceful and loving and caring energy, I've found. It clears and heals timelines. It restores the wholeness of the mind, the body, and the soul. We can be there in a place of love and peace and connection. Our life shifts and change, and when we change on the inside, we begin to bring that outwards into our world. So that's a little bit about the violet flame. And are you ready to start?
I am super excited.
So just get comfortable for me. Take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Close your eyes. And as you relax, I want you to deeply just follow my voice. Just relax. Fall deeply into your heart space. And I want you to imagine in your mind this beautiful violet light. You may even see it in your third eye. But I want you to imagine this beautiful violet light as it comes down from above and it enters the top of your head through your crown chakra. It then enters your third eye your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. Clearing away anything and everything that's blocking you now. Just allow it to all be taken away. And as this energy makes its way down your legs to the bottom of your feet, I want you to imagine in your mind, you see a beautiful bridge. And this bridge is bringing you to the multi-dimensional field of your Merkaba. In this Merkaba and around you today is this crystalline healing chamber as it holds your physical body and infuses every aspect of you, physical and non-physical. Take a moment and allow this energy just to encircle you, to rejuvenate you. And when you're ready, I want you to begin to imagine that this beautiful violet flame begins swirling up counterclockwise as it moves through your feet, your legs, your torso, and your heart, and now your head. As this violet flame makes its way out the top of your head, it begins clearing all of your higher chakras, anything in your field, known and unknown. We ask that it be released now. As it is released, we make our way up to the seventh plane of creation, where we'll call on your higher self, your guides and your angels, as well as Saint Germain and the violet flame, and Archangel Metatron, as they are here for your highest and best today. We ask to engage with them and be fully connected, fully in our power with the divine, as your team begins to surround you in the light with everlasting love and peace. I ask that Saint Germain and Archangel Metatron set a sacred energetic container of light around us. Purify this with pure light and love, bringing us to our one true self. As we travel back down with all these aspects of us, through the universe, through the top of your head and into your heart, I want you to take a deep breath in and release it with a sigh. You will begin to see, feel, hear, and know a beautiful glowing diamond, multifaceted violet light that appears before you. This is your sacred energetic container of the violet flame, for you and only for you. Connect deeply with your breath. As you breathe in, let it flow through every cell of your body, opening up for what you're about to receive today. Let your breath carry you forward into this violet light, into the sacred energetic container. As you step through this beautiful violet light, I want you to feel any outdated parts leaving you, almost falling off of you. If you can imagine words, feelings, thoughts, beliefs, anything that's holding you back into this space. And we ask that it be bathed in God's light, in the violet light of peace and love. As this Violet light showers you, cleansing you and releasing you from anything that's held you back. As your crystalline structures light up brighter and brighter, they grow and expand. These light codes are full of sacred geometry and light codes as it glows brighter and brighter. Take a deep breath in and breathe it out with a sigh. Now again, below your feet, I want you to imagine, if you will, this violet lit, beautiful crystalline grid of light. Not only does it anchor you into Earth, it anchors you into the universe, creating a capsule of protection. Let's take a few moments. Ask your team if they have any messages for you today. A moment to drop into your heart, feeling the immense gratitude and love for the sacred work that you do, for the profound change that you will bring as your heart begins to expand fully, opening more once again to this remembrance. Take your time and come back and wiggle your fingers and your toes as we disengage from your spirit team guides and angels, Saint Germain and Archangel Metatron. I thank you and I express gratitude for participating in this process of the violet flame healing and DNA activation today. Thank you for your love and continued support. And let me know when you're back.
I'm back.
How do you feel?
I feel, oh, in between, right? In that like space of love and guidance and clarity. And the thing that happened so many times throughout it is like I just wanted to laugh hysterically. Like there's just getting that kind of connection and perspective from my infinite self, like that part of me finds my human struggles just like funny, so funny and entertaining and an adventure, right? Like nothing is a problem from that perspective. So there
Yeah.
were times that it was like I had to hold myself back from just like bursting out laughing.
If you only knew.
So much of it felt so easy and beautiful. There were definitely moments that were like, whoa, hold up. Right? Like, because it was really, but the thing I love about it is it's so deep and gentle, right? Because some really deep work is like crazy intense
Yeah.
and cathartic and takes, days to recover. And it just was like very gentle. And so yet I could feel while it was happening how deep it was. And so I kept just surrendering to like allow, open, receive, trust. And if I would have needed more time, I would have asked for it. But there were definitely some moments where I was like, woo.
I know. I come out of it too. It's almost like you don't want to come back. It's like when I connect with my son in spirit, I don't want to come back.
Well, for me, I feel even more excited than ever to do my soul work, right? Because it's like having that, because I've been so in the weeds for the last 6 weeks, with buying the business and all that needs to be done. Like there's just been so much like 3D tangible problems and obstacles and things to do that it's been harder for me to take that time to like connect to the infinity of myself and to be like, what's the perspective from up there and not from like the. And so getting that connection and all that work that I just received from you, like I'm more excited than ever to be like, this is amazing. The work that we're doing together at Sedona Soul Sisters and
Mm.
this kind of profound, deep work. I'm so excited.
And I think that's what builds everything, right? The curiosity of it all, right? It's like going back to when you were a child, right? You were curious about things. You could create so easily. You didn't have that mind influence that got in the way. And I
Right.
think when you get back to your infinite self and you don't get so bogged down with the everyday stuff, it's so much easier for us to create.
Right. And to feel the curiosity and like the humor and the adventure, which is openness and possibility instead of like the trauma, the problems, the heaviness. Ugh.
Without going into too much detail, I could just like see your heart just opening and expanding. And it was amazing, like just this beautiful golden light emanating from you.
Hmm.
I was just in awe of the beauty that is you.
Hmm. Thank you.
Mm.
Well, it's definitely, I've had a lot of things that hurt my heart in this life. And so that was definitely like a big place that I could feel the resistance that lives there. And so really letting all the amazingness that you were offering, like letting it into the heart. And as you saw, I was moving my neck around a lot. There was like a bunch of junk clearing from my neck and the base of my skull and that stuff. But definitely the heart was a big place of like allowing it that space of feeling love and support and the infinite vision of why I chose to be a human in this body in this time, right?
My heart too has been hurt, broken, smashed, closed. That's why I always try to go in and I see the beauty of someone's heart. I think if we could see that in the world for other people, our world would be such a better place, right? You could never condemn or hurt anybody if you could see truly who they are on the inside.
Right, right. Yeah. And I think it's often our wounding is getting activated by another person. And then it's just like the battle of our inner trauma or the belief codes or the different things that are happening in the like dysfunctional dynamics of being human instead of being in that place of the infinite. Like and also the infinite agreements that we made on a soul level to like come here and like, let's play out this freaking dynamic of conflict and heartbreak and it'll be great. Right? Like that on a soul level, we agreed to the things.
So my son says, put me in, coach. I'm like, he's like, you said it. And I'm like, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
But I know I signed up for it. It's just all part of it. But learning those lessons, I think in the beginning, like I was mad. I was like, what do you mean I signed up for all this? This is hard. Like, did I
Yeah.
really think I could come here and do like there were times, and you must know too, like you're screaming, you're crying, you're in the pit of the darkness, and you're like, I can't do this. But then there's like this little deep voice inside of you is like, you can. And I think that's what I always clung to is like, I can feel myself and I know she's in there, right? I know she's rooting for me. It doesn't make me feel so alone, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Earth School is no joke, right? It's like intense, intense work. And for me, the thing that created the greatest shift in my life was being able to recognize the divine play of all of it. The tragedy, the ecstasy, the love, the loss, the struggle, the triumph, that it's like I signed up for it. So to enjoy that divine play rather than just being like, I only want the good stuff. Like, no, what if I learned to enjoy all of the flavors and to not resist any of it, right? Because I feel like that is one of the greatest struggles that humans have. It's like fighting what is. It's like instead allow what is, allow what is, and find what is the flavor of life force energy that's moving through me and how does it want to be expressed artfully. For me, that shift of being like despair is a certain flavor frequency of life force, and how do I use it to create? rather than it being a problem, like, no, I don't want that. No. To just like embrace all of it. It's like all the colors of paint I get to paint with.
Yeah.
And to use that as my living legacy, right? It's like, what is the living legacy of creating through all of I've experienced in my life, all the struggles that I've had, all the struggles that are happening in the world? Like, how do I embody my purpose, live my legacy in the way that repairs the human healing web on the planet?
It's such a profound journey. And I think now, with the way times are and people opening and awakening, I think it'll be beautiful to see it. Like, because I feel like I had a lot of time to awaken.
Yeah. And there's a certain intensity on the planet now where it's like people are awakening. It's like, wow, the curtains are ripped open. I've been on this journey of awakening my entire life because I had a near-death experience when I was 6 months old. And I also think from 0 to 6 months, we're still in between enough anyway. There's always been that connection to infinity. And for me, the struggle has always been like, how does this make sense with what humanity is doing and who we are and what this doesn't make any sense?
Yeah.
So anyway, now I'm in the cosmic space. I am so
Ew.
grateful for this session, for receiving from you. I loved doing this session with Terri-Ann, and I'm so grateful that she was willing to let me record it for the podcast. Here's the thing. I have been in many DNA activations in a group setting before. And like many things, when you have a session that is totally individualized for you and where you are in your life and what's happening on all levels of your energetic being and working directly with your guides, something really incredible happens. I hope you will check it out. Message me if you have any questions. There's a link to book a session with Terri-Ann. She does the violet flame DNA activation, past life regression, and starseed readings. Thank you so much for joining us on the Sedona Soul Sisters Show. The next episode is how to use Reiki on yourself, even if you haven't been attuned in any method of Reiki yet. I look forward to connecting with you soon.